The message arrived on every digital screen across Earth simultaneously. No hacking, no interruption of service, just a simple text overlay that read, "We come in peace. We seek alliance." Ambassador Thomas Reed stood before the United Nations Security Council, his weathered face illuminated by the harsh lights. "The Galactic Concordat wishes to establish formal diplomatic relations with Earth," he announced. "Their technology is centuries beyond ours. Their offer of knowledge exchange could solve our climate crisis, our energy problems, even death itself." Only Admiral Jane Wilson seemed unconvinced. "And what do they want in return?" Thomas smiled. "They ask only for permission to establish a small outpost on Mars, a gesture of goodwill." "I don't trust it," Jane said, her voice cutting through the excited murmurs. "Nothing comes without a price." The vote was nearly unanimous. Earth would welcome the Concordat. 3 months later, the first Concordat ship entered orbit. Their representatives, tall, graceful beings with silvery skin and eyes that reflected like mirrors, charmed world leaders with promises of prosperity. They called themselves the Vex. At the grand reception in New York, Jane approached Thomas. "Have you noticed they never answered direct questions about their history, about conflicts within their Concordat?" Thomas sighed. "Not every species is built for war, Jane. Maybe they've evolved beyond our petty suspicions. Or maybe they're counting on that belief," Jane replied. The changes came gradually. Vex technology transformed Earth's industries. Cancer vanished. Clean energy became abundant. Humans started living beyond 100 years, healthy and vibrant. The Vex outpost on Mars grew, but nobody minded. Earth was entering a golden age. Thomas became the lead human diplomat to the Concordat. Jane was quietly retired from military service after questioning Vex activities too forcefully. In her small apartment, Jane compiled evidence. The Vex outpost had expanded tenfold. Strange emissions from Mars suggested massive energy generation. And most troubling, 18 earthly species had gone extinct since the Vex arrived, all insects with specific biochemical properties, Messages to Thomas went unanswered. 5 years after first contact, Jane broke into Thomas's office. He looked up, unsurprised. "You need to see this," she said, placing a tablet before him. "Satellite imagery from the dark side of Mars. They're building something massive." Thomas didn't even glance at it. "The Council is aware. It's a transportation hub for their people. They've been transparent about—" "No," Jane cut him off. "I had the emissions analyzed. It's a quantum displacement field. Thomas, they're moving Mars." He finally met her eyes. "Jane, please. We've never had it better. Global poverty is down, 80%. We're exploring the stars together. Why can't you just accept this gift?" "Because I remember our history," Jane said quietly. "Every time a technologically superior civilization met a trusting one, the trusting one disappeared. The Vex aren't sharing their real technology. They're giving us toys while they take what they actually want." Thomas stood. "I'm sorry, but this paranoia ends now. Security will escort you out." As guards approached, Jane said one last thing. "We should have given them just one warning." The tremors began a month later. Slight at first, they quickly intensified worldwide. The Vex representatives expressed concern but offered no explanation. Thomas demanded answers in an emergency meeting with the Vex ambassador, a being called Nexus. "What's happening to our planet?" Thomas asked. Nexus tilted its silvery head. "Your planet is experiencing the side effects of our Mars operation, unfortunate but temporary. You said the Mars base was just an outpost, and it was. Now it is. A harvester." Nexus's voice remained pleasant. "Mars contains specific mineral compounds crucial to our interstellar travel network. We're extracting the core." Thomas stood, shaking. "That will destroy Mars, and the gravitational disruption could tear Earth apart." "Yes," Nexus agreed simply. "We estimate Earth has approximately 7 days before catastrophic tectonic failure. But your species has been very helpful in identifying viable worlds. The 18 extinct insect species contain biomarkers that help us locate suitable planets. You used us. We offered an exchange. You received medical advances, energy solutions, extended lifespans. We received biological data and mining access. The fact that you didn't ask detailed questions about long-term consequences is not our concern. Thomas's voice broke. We trusted you. Yes, Nexus replied. That was your first mistake. 3 days later, Jane Wilson stood before the hastily assembled Earth Defense Council, monitoring screens showing worldwide chaos behind her. The Vex are extracting Mars's core using quantum technology. They've done this before. They're planet harvesters disguised as diplomats. They identify resource-rich systems, offer friendship to any intelligent species, then extract what they need and move on. Thomas sat silently in the corner, broken. Can we stop them? Asked the council president. Jane nodded grimly. We've reverse-engineered enough of their technology. We have one option: Project Firewall. The Vex ships are already leaving orbit, someone noted. Let them go, Jane said. But first, she pressed a button. Worldwide, every communication system activated. A simple message was broadcast toward the retreating Vex fleet and into deep space. To all who would approach Earth, we gave the Vex one warning. They ignored it. Observe what follows. The Earth's combined nuclear arsenal, enhanced with Vex technology, converged on Mars just as the quantum harvesters reached critical extraction. The resulting implosion created a miniature black hole that consumed the remnants of Mars and every Vex ship in the system, before collapsing in on itself. Earth suffered catastrophic tides and storms, but survived. 1 year later, Thomas stood beside Jane at the monument built where the United Nations once stood. We lost so much, he whispered. But we learned, Jane replied, looking up at the engraved warning that now broadcast continuously into space in all frequencies. Earth gives one warning. We destroyed those who betrayed our trust. We will not hesitate again. In the darkness, between stars, other ships changed course, avoiding the small blue planet that had done the impossible, survived first contact with the Concordat, and sent a message that even the oldest civilizations in the galaxy now heeded with respect and fear.